Alright, so you're curious about how I managed to reach 27,000 fame and want to learn the secret to gaining more fame, then you're in the right place. In this video, I'll share with you my secret methods, especially if you're a new player. Alright, let's start with the first tip, which is about properly setting up your booth. You want to give people an incentive to buy your card, and by doing so, you can attract a lot of potential players and build a lot of fame. The first thing to look at is your sign. You need to write a captivating sign that will attract players to come back and check out your stand. This includes refining your booth and card design as well as your in-game avatar, especially since your face will be shown on every card. A lot of people like to showcase the number of days they've been selling, and it seems to be working. If you have a YouTube channel, let your audience know how many subscribers you have and how fast your channel is growing. You need to give them a good reason why they should invest in you. Another thing you should take into consideration is your card, booth, and avatar design. Before expecting others to invest in you, consider investing in a way you present yourself. By presenting yourself effectively, you increase the likelihood of attracting potential investors. In the skin section, you'll find a diverse range of skins that can be unlocked for your card, along with various protectors available. For those beginning from scratch, there are free options accessible with a code called Secret Duck to unlock one skin. Alternatively, you can earn another skin by playing the game continuously for 5 days and so on. So it's not that necessary to spend Robux to obtain these other card design, but it's essential to ensure they have an appealing look. You also want people to recognize who you are by having a very unique avatar design that makes you stand out from others. Most people tend to overlook basic looking cards when making purchases. However, I made an exception in my case because the one I bought were made by well-known developers and YouTubers. If you don't have that level of recognition, it is highly advisable to create highly appealing cards that would capture other interests and encourage them to invest in your card. If your avatar has a mix of purple and black elements, consider going for a card design that incorporates those colors and complement it with a suitable card protector. Remember, you don't necessarily need to splurge on expensive golden or holy protectors to achieve a stud looking card. Get creative with your choices, and as long as it looks appealing, it will undoubtedly stand out to others as well. Alright, let's move on to the next step. Avoid begging. I highly recommend that you refrain from begging. It's perfectly acceptable to ask once, but do not beg persistently. The last thing you want to do is for the other person to block you, as this reduces the chance of making a very successful sale in the future. I've had multiple people beg, and guess what? I had to do what anyone else would do. Block them. It's not something I'd want to do, but sometimes it becomes necessary. Most of the time, I simply join a new server. The next thing I want to talk about involves setting the right prices for your cards. If you're already a well-known developer or YouTuber, pricing won't be much of concern, as you can easily set higher values like 1,000 or 2,000 Robux, and people will be willing to buy them due to your fame. However, if you're an average player without any recognition, your card might initially have no value because people don't know who you are. You need to get your name out there, and guys, it will take some time, so you need to be patient. Fame doesn't come in one day unless you're extremely lucky enough to get someone to buy your card for a large amount. In such cases, it's essential to build your fame and reputation. To achieve this, consider selling your cards at very affordable prices, typically ranging from 6 to 10 Robux and maybe 20 when you've built a decent amount of fame. By offering your cards at low prices, you increase the likelihood of more frequent sales. As your cards circulate among different players, some of them might attempt to resell your cards. This activity will ultimately lead to an increase in your fame and recognition. Therefore, the key is to start with low prices, encourage more transaction, and gradually build your reputation as more people interact and resell your cards. Over time, your fame value will rise, and you can adjust the pricing accordingly to reflect your popularity. Do not set your price too high, or you'll find yourself sitting in a server for endless hours. Now that you figure out the right pricing for your cards, let's discuss some way you can advertise your card using the chat box. Instead of begging, try promoting your card effectively by sharing a little bit about yourself and your collection. If you have any rare cards, let potential buyers know about them and indicate that you are open to negotiating a reasonable price. Just let them know that you're selling a rare card for cheap and that you're willing to negotiate a fair price. This will give other people an incentive to check out your booth. Let's discuss the next important tip, which is selecting the right server. If you come across a server where there are no active players or many players with zero collectible values, I highly recommend you switch to a new server. To access the server menu, simply look at the bottom left side of the screen, click on it, a list of available servers will appear, and you should make the most of this feature. Additionally, I like to mention the significance of YouTubers and content creators on the servers. You will notice an icon representing notable players including content creators and game developers. It's recommended to join these servers as you might come across YouTubers selling their card at a lower price, which you can then can resell for a higher value. Building fame requires increasing your wealth as well, so focus not only on your own card, but also try reselling other cards to enhance your card collection. This way, you can buy more cards and obtain better card design, leading to significant progress in the game. So once again, be creative with your card design, set the right prices, utilize the chat box. You can even join Discord servers to promote yourself. Join the right server and your fame will skyrocket in no time. All you need is a little bit of patience. Hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, consider dropping a like and subscribing.